Our next guest is headed to Cooperstown. He'll be enshrined in the Baseball Hall of Fame on July 27th. And Otis is known to be one of the legends of the game. His durability and longevity are noteworthy. He made his big league debut in 1972 and played his final game in 1994. In between, he was a 9-time All-Star, won 124 games, pioneered the role of setup man and closer, recorded 310 saves. 152 of them, get this, were 7 outs or more. That's incredible by today's standards. He led the American League in saves in 1975, 78, and 80. Perhaps those saves was bigger than the one he earned in the 1978 one-game playoff between the Yankees and Red Sox for the American League East title. He played for the Yanks from 78 to 83 and again in 89. In 78, he was part of the Yankees World Series championship team. It's funny, but in 1977, he actually played the last All-Star game in Yankee Stadium, but as a member of the Pittsburgh Pirates of the National League. And on Tuesday, he'll be among the incredible list of Hall of Famers who will be honored before the 79th All-Star game at Yankee Stadium. Please welcome one of the greatest relief pitchers of them all, Goose Gossage.
Thank you very much. 9 times was a charm, and you know, the other 8 that I had to wait. You know, I think the longer you have to wait for something, the more special it is, and I can't imagine feeling this way if I were a first-time ballot Hall of Famer. So, you know, all I wanted to do when I started out was put a big league uniform on one time, and that one time just turned into 22 years. So, I've often said that it's like a 10-year-old kid going down to Disneyland and getting on his favorite ride and waiting through a 3-hour line and getting on his favorite ride and not getting off for 22 years. So that's really how great Major League Baseball really is and what it has meant to me. I just was with Major League Baseball this afternoon in Bank of America. We dedicated a park in the Bronx, and there's nothing greater than seeing a field full of kids and what that has meant to me and in my life, my Little League career. You know, I tell people and they don't believe it, but some of the greatest memories I have are as a kid growing up and playing Little League Baseball, and to see this field, I just came from there, and to see this field and all those kids and knowing the usage and the fun and the enjoyment. And I tell parents all around the country that every life's lesson is on that baseball field, and whether your child makes it to the big leagues or not is irrelevant. I told them to go out and have fun, keep the parents on the sideline, stay out of the coach's hair, and you know, let the kids play and let them have fun. But they're going to be better citizens. They're going to be better people for having played the game of baseball. That's how great that's what an impact it has had on my life. And to play the 22 years and now to be elected to the Hall of Fame is something that I really cannot comprehend. It's something that's so far away that I really can't. I can't imagine what it's going to be like up there the 27th of this month to be inducted into the Hall of Fame, to have all those great fans that are the fans are what the game is all about, you folks. You know, that's what was nice about having a name like Goose. You know, I never knew whether they were cheering me or booing me, Stick. But, you know, what a ride it was, and I'd just like to say this is a great museum. I haven't had a chance to tour it yet, but I'm going to, and I wish them well, and it's great to be here tonight and in front of all you fans, and to be up there on that dais and on that stage in Cooperstown with all those Hall of Famers behind me. I was the 199th player to go into the Hall of Fame, and that's something, out of all the years in baseball, I can't comprehend what that even means. You know, I said that outside of my 3 kids being born, my 3 boys, this is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. So it was great guys like Stick and my teammates. I had the privilege of playing for 9 teams over 22 years. My parents were huge Yankee fans. I grew up a Yankee fan out in Colorado. I loved every moment of every team that I played for. Actually, it was an unbelievable experience. I wish every great baseball fan had the opportunity to do what I did. It was I call it an out-of-body experience, and it really was. And you know, playing for the Yankees is 6 years, and Mr. Steinbrenner, who I think is the greatest owner in the game. I know we're all here in New York. It's going to be a great week here this week. I got to play here in 1977, as he mentioned, and I struck out Thurman Munson to end the game. And then later that next year became a teammate of, probably my favorite teammate of all was Thurman Munson. And that's quite a statement, because I hate to even say that, because there were so many great teammates. And to be back here and to celebrate this last All-Star game at Yankee Stadium and christen in the new, the whole season is the last season of Yankee Stadium. I can't comprehend that either. I can't imagine that. But you know, it's on to bigger and better stadiums, and I wish they could just take it on rollers and roll it over and plop it down where home plate is today. But you know, we all have a lot of great memories there, and it's going to be a wonderful week here in New York, and it's great to be here with you this evening. Thank you very much.
Played for 9 teams, but we still think of Goose as a Yankee.
So talk about the All-Star game at Yankee Stadium and the mystique behind Yankee Stadium, and what makes it so special here in New York and also at the stadium.
Well, just the pure history of it. You know, they don't call it the House of Ruth built for nothing. You know, I mean, he really put it on the map, and all the great teams and all the great other players that played at Yankee Stadium. That's why when you, as a player, put those pinstripes on, it's an eerie feeling. I mean, it really is. And I grew up all the way out in Colorado, a Yankee fan, and then getting to play there the 6 years that I did was really something that I really can't comprehend. And you know, all the tradition, the winning tradition, you know, just the expectations of winning that go with putting on the pinstripes was, I played for 9 other teams, and there wasn't any of that like that on any other team but, you know, the Yankees.
What's it like playing in New York, being around the fans, playing in the stadium, being there every day, being in New York, and being a player in New York?
Well, it was tremendous. I think that, you know, the expectations are great, but like Frank said in his song, if you can make it here, you can make it anywhere. So, you know, it's a very difficult place to play. It's the most difficult place to play that I ever played in, and but you know, we enjoyed a lot of success here too. So, if you don't expect as much out of you as they expect out of you, then you don't belong in New York.
What are you doing these days?
I'm just doing appearances for different companies, and it's a wonderful thing to be able to get to meet all the great fans that I do around the country, and especially here in New York. But you know, baseball just keeps giving back to me.